What if gaming isn't escape, but exorcism? Not relaxation, not distraction, a ritual, a summoning. Every time you pick up a controller, you think you're stepping out of your life. You are not. You're opening a door because games don't let you run away. They let you call something forward. The faster, sharper, more dangerous version of you. The one you keep folded inside. And once that version appears, it doesn't stay in the screen. It watches you, learns you, waits for you. You think you are the player, but the moment the world loads, you are the one being revealed. The ritual begins the same way: chair, headset, a small private silence. Your hands settle on the control, like someone placing their palms on a spirit board. Your awareness narrows, your pulse steadies. You enter the threshold, the mind between realities. Then the world appears, immediate, demanding, and alive, and your instincts, long buried, flare awake. Fight or wait, search or destroy, mercy or hunger. The game doesn't judge, it reflects. And in that reflection, a shadow self starts to breathe. Death doesn't scare you in a game. What scares you is how fast you want to return, respawn, retry, and push deeper. The digital world resurrects you as easily as blinking. Your real life doesn't. But repetition teaches you something. Failure becomes fuel, fear becomes timing, and your shadow self becomes bold. And when you return to reality, you carry the boldness like a residue, a ghost stitched into your nerves. People call this immersion, I call it haunting. After playing, the world feels a little slow. Roads drag, tasks blur, your thoughts move ahead out of your body. This isn't addiction, it's calibration. You've tasted a world that responds to your courage instantly. Reality can't offer that, not reliably at least. So the self that thrives in the game follows you out, whispering behind your shoulder. You were larger in there. Why shrink here? Multiplayer takes it further. There, you are stripped of biography. Only your decisions matter, your timing, your voice, and your will. You are seen cleanly, without history, without distortion. Once you experience that kind of truth, the blur of real life identity feels suffocating. The game shows you not who you pretend to be, but who you could be if the world didn't keep you small. But the deepest haunting one is the one that returns with you, your avatar. The self that fought through fire stands quietly at the edges of your day. It watches you avoid confrontation. It watches you apologize for existing. It watches you hesitate. It watches you hesitate in places where it would charge. And with a voice that is almost gentle, it asks, why are you dimming yourself? Why fear what you have already survived? Why pretend to be less than the person you allowed me to become? That whisper doesn't fade, it grows. Because once you meet the version of yourself that does not flinch, that version refuses to be forgotten. And yes, gaming feels like escape, but it never was. You are not escaping the world, you are escaping the smaller version of you that the world insists on. Inside the game, your real self surfaces, sharp, filtered, and whole. And when you rise from the chair, the ritual completes. You leave the screen, but your shadow stays awake. A quiet guardian, a quiet challenger. So the quiet question is, if the game is a ritual, then what residue is it leaving on you?